Miranda Cosgrove is an actress who honestly has had a pretty crazy life. It honestly may not seem like it from the way that she doesn't do too much press or post a ton on social media, but this famous child star has really been through it, and she's been opening up more about things in recent times in different interviews and on podcasts. Miranda is best known for her role as Carly Shay on the Nickelodeon series iCarly. Prior to that, Miranda had gained popularity for her role as Megan Parker, the younger sister on the series Drake and Josh. She starred in a number of other movies and television shows throughout her career as well, and also pursued music at one point. But after iCarly ended, Miranda attended USC and she majored in film, and it was during that time where things got really crazy for her, as it was revealed that she had this really crazy stalker. But before we get into what Miranda has recently had to say about the situation and everything that really unfolded, I want to let you guys know that today's video is sponsored by Nurex. Nurex is a digital healthcare platform that makes it easy to get the expert healthcare you deserve at every step of your journey. Nurex provides treatment and care that is personalized to you. I've been using Nurex for years now to get my birth control. I love the convenience of it all, getting shipments straight to my door. They offer easy communication if I need help, and it's been an amazing way to get what I need every month. They offer a number of different things to help women in their healthcare journey and really get that each person is unique in what they need and what they want. In terms of dermatology, Nurex offers more than 50 clinically proven dermatologist trusted treatments for acne, anti-aging. They also offer melasma and retinoid treatments that are more effective than over-the-counter products. You can complete a medical consultation anytime, day or night, wherever you are. You can share your skin history, a few photos, and a Nurex provider licensed in your state will review your health history and, if medically appropriate, prescribe treatment for you. Patients get a personalized treatment plan and a full year of unlimited messaging with Nurex dermatology expert providers and their care team. This is a great way to get effective prescription strength skincare treatments at affordable prices. So take control of your health. Go to nurex.com/spillsesh to get started, or click the link in my description. That's nurx.com/spillsesh. Results may vary, not offered in every state. Medications prescribed only if clinically appropriate, and consultations are required. Thank you to Nurex for sponsoring today's video, and let's get into the news. Now, like I said, while Miranda was in college at USC, it was revealed that she had this crazy stalker. The whole thing sounds truly horrifying, as she's since described the experience, and there's tons of reports out there of the incident with this stalker. Over time, she's opened up about the traumatic events that took place, especially this past week, as the Netflix series Baby Reindeer highlighted a situation of stalking, and she did an interview where they brought it up. She's actually in a new Netflix movie, and so she's been doing press for that, which is how all of this got brought up, with her talking about her past and how things haven't been easy over the years and have actually been quite scary. There isn't just one really crazy stalker story. She's actually had multiple. In 2014, Miranda was getting stalked, and this person was said to have allegedly become so obsessed with her and was sending her disturbing messages and letters, and due to the persistent and threatening nature of what he was sending, she sought and was granted a restraining order against him. The court order required him to stay a certain distance away from her and prohibited him from attempting to contact her, though it didn't really stop him because he violated the restraining order and even followed her to Disney one time. He was given 3 years probation and was required to complete a 1-year treatment program, including extensive psychiatric counseling. He was told that in addition to that, he must stay away from Miranda for 10 years, and if he failed to do this, he would almost certainly serve a prison sentence. But that didn't stop him, as he continued to try and find a way to her, which led him to getting arrested in 2017 for sending her dozens of creepy emails. And this was not her only stalker incident, as something even more extreme and horrifying ended up happening to her. 8 years ago, a stalker had actually lit himself on fire in her yard and ended his life. And just before this, he had actually shot at a woman multiple times who he thought was her, but he missed. She talked about the situation back in 2020 in more detail, saying that she had just been on a date and went to her parents' house instead, and she got a call that this incident had occurred at her house and she needed to come home to speak to investigators and all this stuff. And she said that they weren't able to figure out why this actually happened, which is honestly one of the scarier parts, is that there's just no answers as to why this happened.
And they were trying to just put it all together, and they still haven't really put it all together, why it happened, or what the person was doing, or if it might have just been totally random. He saw me somewhere and he followed me home, and then, or something like that. But anyway, they never figured out like exactly why.
She opened up about this traumatic incident further on a podcast not too long ago, talking about how she was in college at the time of the incident and she was just trying to make some friends, and this ended up happening around the time that she had recently hosted some people over at her house and she was trying to impress them, and of course something like this were to happen when she's trying to make friends.
I do have a strange story about
oh no.
I met these girls at USC the second semester I was there, and they were really cool. And they asked me if I wanted to study with them. And they asked me, I was excited. And then I went a few times to their dorm and then to study. And then something happened and they needed a place to study. And I said, oh, we can study at my house. I had everything all set up and I wanted it to go well. And then I had a person come to my house and try to me. And
oh, Lord. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. It's just the way she says it.
I always say things in the worst way.
She explained that basically 2 days before the incident where he took his life, he had already been to her house prior to that when the study group was there and she didn't even know.
So 2 days before that happened, I had the study group at my house. And the whole time I was inside trying to get these girls to think I was cool and like me and want me to be in the group, this guy was actually in my backyard with a gun, pacing back and forth in my backyard the entire time.
Oh my God.
While the girls were there?
Yes, with me and all the girls studying. And me bringing food in and trying to win them over. Because later, when everything happened and the police came, they checked the security footage. And so 2 days before, he had already been there and he was burying things in the backyard.
Didn't he bury like chocolate milk in your backyard?
Yeah, chocolate milk and ropes and Horizon.
In her having told this story, she's just so pure and sweet. Like, she just wanted to impress this group of new friends, and all this ended up happening, and the police had to call the girls because they were trying to figure out if this man was connected to any of them.
The police had to call all of the girls because for a split second they didn't know who he was, so they were trying to figure out his identity. So they called all the girls thinking maybe it was one of their ex-boyfriends or somehow related to them. And
like,
all
please don't call my friends. Please don't call my friends.
I was like, please just leave them out of this. They don't have to know. They don't have to be a part of this.
This is so grim and funny. Oh my God.
How's your relationship with those girls now?
I don't really know them anymore.
They were, well, how do you think? They're like, we went to our house once and we almost died.
She opened up about all of this more this past week when she sat down for an interview with Bustle. She admitted that the impact of the incident still lingers as she still has this house. When she did the podcast with Whitney Cummings, she had said that she was at her parents' house a lot and then she got a new house.
So, but yeah, so it freaked me out really bad. And I started staying like back at my parents' house, and then I got another house somewhere else because I felt like it was...
Should we share the address?
Yeah, I should probably tell the address to that house.
But I still think she owns this house, it sounds like, from this Bustle interview, because she said that she still doesn't feel super safe there and that she goes to her parents' house a lot still, and she's been looking for a new place, but she just hasn't been able to find one. She admitted that she was in a relationship for some time. It made it less scary to be in the house because they would be there together, but they broke up and she just doesn't like to be there on her own, which is so understandable. And like I said, this conversation was really getting started this week because of the series Baby Reindeer on Netflix, as the show's writer and star Richard Gadd basically tells the story of his own experience with the stalker in the series. And she had been asked if she had seen it, and she did, and she said that she gave him major props for the series and the fact that he was able to act out and basically relive his trauma for it. She said, I feel like if that were me, having to go back through your most terrible experiences and then try to act them out, that'd be so hard. So for the most part, in the podcast that she's done, she seems to be handling the situation super well. I mean, I am just so impressed with the way that she's able to talk about this because it is just so scary, and at least she's able to make some jokes about it, I guess. But I truly can't imagine how horrifying this whole situation has been for her to not have one stalker but multiple. But that is what she has had to say recently about the whole situation when she opened up about it. Let me know if you guys knew about this happening to Miranda, if you were aware of this situation, if you heard about it at the time. Let me know your thoughts. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.